And
What?
hi guys, what's going on? No Name here.
Hit me, Decoy.
Welcome to another wonderful live stream. Yes, thank
Yes.
you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Slap hands.
Yes.
So, welcome to another wonderful live stream. So, in case you guys didn't see the title, the topic, whatever.
Ooh,
whatever you
I
call it.
definitely gave it a title today.
You did give it a title, did you?
Yep. Certainly gave it a title. Well, I'm just sharing the stream.
Oh,
That's-
so we are going to be going over some nighttime talk. So, quick little easy ways to make it easier for you guys to go to bed at night. That's what we're talking about, right? Is that not what we're talking
No, that's not what we're talking about tonight. So, we've got a 24-hour milsim coming up.
about? Oh,
Someone else has it, but we're going to it.
Yes.
So I figured, let's talk about doing that operator stuff at night.
oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I don't know why
Doesn't
I thought
it?
we were
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
going to bed. You really need to clarify these
No, I
things
don't.
sometimes.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do.
So we'll be going over just a couple like do's and don'ts and what you probably should expect at doing pretty much anything at night, for the most part. So I hope this guy doesn't think we're open.
Yes, they do.
Lovely.
I guarantee.
So, huh?
I guarantee you they think that.
So before we go ahead and get to the
Don't
meat
say
and potatoes,
it.
the meat and potatoes. Yeah, he thinks.
Yep, here they come.
Can you let them know while I finish this off? So before we go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of the topic at hand, I said two different things there. So just to go over a couple quick announcements here. So we do have our Saturday night special still going on. So this next upcoming one on June 22nd is actually going to be CQB night. Now, the last CQB night didn't really have the best turnout.
Let me go ahead and plug this in while I'm here.
All right, you probably should do that. So, last CQB night didn't really have the best turn. What's going on? That's for later. Didn't really have the best turnout ever. So, unfortunately, we technically didn't really get to do CQB night. But we're gonna try it again.
Yes.
So we're gonna see if maybe we can get some more of you guys out here to do that, because I do know that quite a few of you guys actually want to do a CQB style night. Now I say CQB, not Speed QB, CQB. All right. So it's gonna be teams of 5. There's gonna be an objective, generally speaking. It's usually a flag in the center of the field.
Yep.
And each team has to try to capture the flag and bring it to the enemy's spawn area, or eliminate the enemy team because there are no respawns. All right.
Yes.
So that's generally how the CQB will usually work out. Are we doing a pre-register for this one?
I don't believe we are.
All right, and not. It's a little bit too late for us to
Yeah.
do a pre-register for it, but we will be doing pre-registers for future CQB nights, just for the sole fact that we don't end up running into a situation that we had last time, where 3 people showed up.
There's actually 4.
Excuse me, 4 people showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gonna make it a little bit easier for us to be
was
able
it
to
4?
keep.
I don't remember.
It was a very low number. I know that, but
I think we did actually have a full team. We just kind of gave them the win because,
pretty much.
yeah.
So, if you guys do want the CQB night to stay, please make sure you guys are coming out for it, because if nobody shows up for it, we're not going to do it anymore, because there's no point. We'll do something else.
Yes.
So, but that's really on you guys. If you show up for it, cool, we'll keep doing it. So, but and then the following weekend, we will be doing another adult night, another 18-plus adult night. So, 400 feet per...
No.
What?
No, the following weekend, we don't have anything happening.
Oh, yeah, because the op.
Yes, because
The
app is on Sunday,
following weekend, excuse me.
Yes.
The following weekend will be adult night.
which would be
The
July
6th will be adult night, 18 plus, 400 feet per second, no minimum engagement distance, certain power grenades allowed, stuff like that. Typical stuff that you come to expect from adult night.
yes.
Yes.
That's all. It was pretty cool.
It was. I thought it went very busy, actually,
It was weird. We had more people at adult night than we did during the day.
which was really weird.
Very weird.
that was
but
odd.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not complaining. And
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
So, oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
What am I going to talk about this time? Oh, it's the Great Heist. I know, I never talk about the Great Heist. It's weird, right? There you go. That's coming up.
Well, to be fair, I never talk about the Saturday Night Specials, but a certain someone's not here.
That's coming up on the 30th. Ziha GTA themed op. We're going to have a costume contest, a raffle.
Rap?
Raffle.
Bolt action or lever action?
Yes.
All right.
And a free lunch.
See, Brad thinks it was great. It was great, Brad.
Yes. Yes, it was. Anyways, free lunch.
Free lunch.
Free lunch. Yeah, I know that'd get you excited.
Ooh, food.
So it's $45 general admission. I'm telling you, not them. I'm telling you. You need to know.
Oh,
this.
I need to know this. All right.
Doors will be open at 10 a.m. The gaming starts at 11 a.m.
Why are you looking at me?
You need to know this stuff, Tom.
We have 2 cameras to look at.
Anyways, Tom, if you if you pre-register, which is kind of like pre-ordering when you think about it,
Actually, it's exactly like pre-ordering.
it's almost entirely like it, yes. Then you can save a total of $10 because you also get the patch for free, as well as an additional $5 off.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's so cool.
So,
I hate you so much.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
All right, my turn.
Are you sure you can handle it?
Yes. So, this summer, coming up relatively soon, in less than a month, actually,
Yes.
we are going to be doing the return of Airsoft Summer Camp and our first ever Nerf Summer Camp. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. So, the Airsoft Summer Camp, we do it every year. It's more of like a boot camp style. So, I will be running it this year. I did it last year. Last year was like the first year that I ran it. But I'll be doing the Airsoft Summer Camp this year. Chuckles will be doing the first ever Nerf Summer Camp. So the Nerf side of things will be more of like a fun and game summer camp style, where the Airsoft is going to be more of like an instructional boot camp style. Now, when I say boot camp, I don't mean it's going to be like you're going to have drill sergeants in your face yelling at you and making you do 5,000 push-ups and you're going to be doing 12-mile ruck
Here's my
marches.
stress card.
That's what I have to say about your stress card. So,
Can you back off a little bit, okay?
But I when I say boot camp style, I mean more of like you're going to actually be learning things. And I make it fun, but I try to make sure that you at least learn a little bit something new. And even if you've done the camps before, or even if you have a bunch of experience, like I don't know if Alex is watching right now, he's usually on the YouTube watching, the YouTube
I believe
watching.
he is.
But he's done it for a few years now, and he definitely, I know he did it when I was teaching it last year, and he has a whole bunch of experience. He's been playing since he was 10 years old, basically. And he still comes out for the camp because it's fun. Why not? And you never know if you might learn something.
I mean, I'm going to be there. I've played a couple games.
Huh?
I want to be at the camp.
Oh, yes.
I played a couple of games of Airsoft.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't realize I had to specify everything I was saying.
Well, all you said was, I'm going to be there. I played a couple games.
Yeah. Considering whatever.
So, but as far as the dates go, so there are going to be 3 separate sessions. They're going to be week-long sessions from Monday through Friday. So the first session is going to be the 8th through the 12th. Then we have the 15th to the 19th, which is the second session. And then we have the 22nd to the 26th. These are all in July. Those are going to be 3 separate sessions. It's the same dates for both the Airsoft and the Nerf. We are going to keep them separate. We're just doing them on the same dates. And they're going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So the pricing for the Nerf Summer Camp, it's $150 per session. And there are meal options available if you don't want to pack your own lunches. I do recommend packing lunches anyway, just so you can go ahead and bring yourself a bunch of snacks, some extra drinks like water, juice, stuff like that. And then as far as the Airsoft side of things go, it's $175 per session with rental options and meal options available. Again, with the Airsoft side of things, I highly, highly recommend bringing a lot of water with you because it's going to be really, really hot. You're going to be running around a lot. You're going to be wearing all your gear. It's going to get really hot out there. I don't want you guys getting dehydrated. So if you are coming for the camp, I highly recommend bringing a lot of water.
Yes.
A lot of water. So, but that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited for that. I know Chuckles is super excited for the Nerf camp. He's been actually pretty damn excited for that.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
but that's going to be a lot of fun. So the age groups for Airsoft is going to be between the ages of 10 and 16, and the Nerf side of things is going to be between the ages of 8 and 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but what do I keep hitting my knee on? Segway.
It's a shelf.
So I guess I'll just do it then. Oh no, I guess you'll do it. So,
It's a gun.
oh, wait a second. So this is what I keep hitting my knee on because you put it in the way. It's today's spotlight.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tom.
I hate you. So, our spotlight for today, we have the G&G Arcade.
The RK what? Mm-hmm.
We have the G&G RK74 CQB. So, this is the G&G's tactical AK, RK, excuse me. They don't call it an AK. So you do have your M4 style stock, which is just like their normal crane style stock that they put on most of their G&G rifles. This was more low profile one.
Yes.
Because they don't really have to worry about the battery space in the stock. It's actually all right up in the top here. It does take its own proprietary magazine, but these actually have the extended follower. I don't know if you can see that. So what it'll do is it'll make sure that it feeds every single BB. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it also has a bolt stop feature on it. So it'll stop
That's
shooting,
what I've heard. I've
believe.
never.
I
been
haven't
able to-
physically tested it
Yeah.
myself, but
Yeah.
if it does, that's pretty cool. But at least you know it's going to feed every single BB without worry because you have that follower there. But just like with every single other gun that has extended followers, always make sure that if you are putting an empty magazine back in the gun, make sure that follower is inside the mag, not sticking out because you can't break it. Keep that in mind. All you people that decide to complain about your mags breaking, I'm calling you guys out.
Oh, sorry.
You have a Picatinny rail on the bottom of the handguard, as well as on the top, and then on top of the dust cover all the way across, so you don't have to buy any sort of extra AK-style mounts. It's built right into the dust cover. It does have a built-in rear and front sight, just like most of your 74-style guns are going to be. But the awesome part about this, hold on, wait for it.
Yeah? What?
The dust cover is attached.
Whoa.
So you don't have to worry about finicking with the dust cover trying to get it back on.
So like a 7.4U.
So like I said before.
All right.
So all you do is just, it's a little stiff, but get it lined back up. It's right back on.
Which is good, because
Done.
if you've had the kind that are separate, they're kind of a pain
It can
to
be
get
a little
back
bit of a
in.
pain, especially when the battery is actually in there,
Especially SEMAs.
especially SEMA's. And then you do have key mod on the sides here, so that way it cuts down on the overall profile of it. So that way it's a little bit less to have to grab onto, and it cuts down on the weight a little bit. But
Doesn't really
you
cut
still-
into your hand if you're going without gloves.
Exactly. So it's a little bit more comfortable, and that way you don't have to really worry that much. But you still do have a mounting option there if you ever wanted to put something like a laser or a flashlight on it. And then I kind of like the flash hider that's on it. It's almost
got a-
like a
Yeah.
amplifier. There we go.
Kinda. It's got an interesting design to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little plain on the outside, but the inside's where it gets kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to point it at the cameras, but
But-
when you look inside, it's actually got. Pointing this at my phone. Oh god! But if you look inside, it's kind of got like a weird.
It's unsafe. You're okay.
I kind of like the way that design looks, and same thing with. I don't know if you can see that in there, but it's different. I don't know. It's weird. It's unique. It serves no functional purpose whatsoever, but I think it's kind of cool.
Yes. I like.
Me likey.
Yeah.
So, and another feature that I like, actually two features that I like with the selector here. So most of your AKs, you have to either let go of the pistol grip to change the selector, or you have to reach over with your other hand and do it that way. What this one actually does is this one actually has a little piece for your finger there. So all you got to do is just move it with your finger without having to release the pistol grip, which I'm a huge fan of because I hate letting go of pistol grips for whatever reason. You do have ambidextrous charging handles on both sides, and the selector actually has a little notch for your charging handle to sit in, so that way you can lock your charging handle to the rear so you can do your hop up.
I actually didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
I didn't play with it that much.
Oh,
Why doesn't it lock back on its own?
because it's an AK. RK. AKs don't lock.
It is legally distinct from an AK.
Legally. So, but those things are actually super, super nice. So, if you're in the market for an AK, but you want something that's going to be a little bit different than your standard AK style platforms, granted, again, proprietary magazines, but they're really not all that expensive and they're super easy to find. We can get them here super, super easy.
They come with little stickers you put on the actual inside body to make it look like you have bullets.
Yes.
That part I do know.
That a little cheesy, but I kind of like it.
Because we had that talk when we got these in, because I was the one who had the talk. I was like, do we want to put these on for the ones that go on the wall or not?
It is kind of, like I said, it's cheesy, but it's kind of cool.
We decided to not.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Someone tells me it also holds more than 30 rounds.
A little bit, yeah.
Probably.
A couple more than 30.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you're looking for something for CQB worthy, short, stubby gun, AK style platform, but you're more of a tactical kind of dude, you don't like your traditional wood AK, then that's pretty much the AK for you right there. And you've got the Skittle holder that the G&G stocks usually come with.
Yes. Good to know.
Yeah, that's very good to know.
Personally, I generally like the shorter AKs just because I feel like AKs, they just feel too long.
It can be.
That's why I like my 7.4U, because not.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. No. No, yeah.
All right. Good talk.
Yeah. So, now, the topic at hand.
Yes, what is the topic at hand, Tom?
Topic at hand. Contrary to what I thought it was going to be today, we are not actually talking about proper ways to go to bed at night. We are actually talking about nighttime operations. What to expect, what you probably should do, what you probably shouldn't do, what you probably should bring with you.
What? I'm just writing down.
What you probably should bring with you, that sort of stuff. Now, we don't, just so you guys, this isn't a definitive guide. This isn't like every bit of information you're ever going to need about playing airsoft at night. This is just a couple little things that Decoy's played a couple games at night, and I've obviously done things as far as military side of training, a bunch of stuff at night. So this is just a couple little bits and bobs and tips and tricks, or as you would, that might help you guys out. So, like Decoy had mentioned earlier, there is a 24-hour op coming up at UBG that the two of us and Claudia will actually be going to. So that's kind of the reason why we thought of doing this. The topic for this video is, if we're going to be doing a 24-hour overnight, might as well explain how we're going to do it for the most part. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Keep talking.
What are you doing?
Keep talking.
Oh, so, but also if there's any questions that you have specifically about nighttime operations, you can feel free to ask us. And like Decoy does every week, he goes ahead and he writes down the questions, and when we're done, we go ahead and we go through with all
If it
the
isn't
answers.
clear, if it's
So-
a question about the subject, it's going to get priority. So.
Exactly. But we're not ignoring you guys. Just we're going to be answering the questions after the fact. We are writing down every question, so you don't have to repeat yourselves. But probably the most important part about doing any sort of nighttime operations that I always see people make a mistake on.
I feel like I'm going to contradict you on this one, but
Are you?
yeah, go ahead.
Flashlights.
All right, that's not the first thing I was going to say.
Really?
Yes. The first rule about nighttime operations is safety.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
The rule, and this is the rule in general,
right.
but the rule especially at night is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Don't run. Ever. You don't know what you're running towards. You don't know what's going to be around your feet. Especially playing outdoors, like there's plenty of stuff to trip over, hurt yourself on. And that the chance of that happening goes up exponentially when it starts to get dark out.
I actually got a funny story about that too.
Oh, don't worry. So do I. So that's like the first thing you got to keep in mind is safety. So
Yeah. I would actually agree with that. I actually didn't even think of that.
And then my number one pet peeve is flashlights.
Yes. So,
And noise, but flashlights.
well, flashlights are probably the biggest thing because a flashlight is not only is it giving away the direction that you're in, because noise gives away the direction that you're in. So if an enemy hears noise, they know roughly the area that you're going to be sitting in. But if they see a flashlight, guess what? They know exactly where you are.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great for you being able to see, but guess what? One, you're going to kill your natural night vision because when you turn that flashlight on, your natural night vision goes away because it thinks it's bright enough for you to not need it. And then as soon as you turn that flashlight off, it's pitch black. You can't see a damn thing. So if you are going to run a flashlight, run a very, very, very dim flashlight or a flashlight that has a red filtered lens.
I would say a combination of both.
Yes. So actually, I don't have it out anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to grab it.
Grab a dim flashlight with a red filtered lens is perfect because what that does is it cuts down on how far that light travels. So what?
We missed a thing.
We missed a thing?
We skipped a segment.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. No, we'll announce it after we're done.
All right. Cool.
We didn't skip it.
All right.
We're just waiting for after the topic.
It's not the schedule though. Oh, whatever.
So, but and the reason why you want, again, it's going to cut down on the distance that light is going to travel, so it's a lot less likely that somebody who is going to be from me to the other side of our field here, just to use an example, isn't going to see my flashlight, but I can still use it to make sure I'm not tripping
my
over
416.
anything. Okay.
Actually.
But it's going to make sure that you're not going to be tripping over anything because you can easily take that flashlight, shine it on the ground next to where your feet are, so that way you can make sure that if there's a rock or a twig or a loose patch of gravel or whatnot, that you're at least keeping yourself on even footing. So, again, you can't really use it for far out viewing because, again, the light doesn't travel far enough. But
Yes.
But
So, as far as being able to see at night, a lot of people think you got to get night vision. That's false. You don't.
it helps, but you don't need it.
No, you don't. You just need to allow your eyes to accumulate. You should be fine depending on conditions. If it's a new moon, probably not. But if it's a full moon, like I'm pretty sure this op we're going to is going to be mostly full.
It's going to be. It's actually. I think it's going to be.
It's
pretty close
90%.
to being full moon.
Yeah. So we'll be fine. We don't need any night vision.
Yeah, because it's, believe it or not, the more of the moon that's actually showing, the brighter it's going to be at night. So if you go play outdoors anywhere, granted, unless you're in a super heavily wooded area where no light can get through the trees pretty much at all, but if you're going to be in a relatively open area or a very loose wooded area, you're going to get a lot of that light from the moon. So you don't really need any extra viewing assistance like
You
night
certainly don't need a couple $1,000s worth of stuff on your face that could get shot at. I personally, I like nods. I would like to have my own nods.
They're cool.
I don't think they're necessarily worth it for airsoft because
No.
the price is so high, and then the replacement.
The only time I would
not worth it.
say that nods for airsoft would be absolutely worth it is if you are going to be running and there's literally no moon,
Yep.
or you're going to be running all indoor and it's pitch black and you have an IR light.
See, I don't like IR lights on night vision either because they give you away. They do the same thing as a flashlight.
Exactly. But then again, at the same point, if you just have nods and it's pitch black, you're not going to see anyway because nods work off of ambient light.
Actually, speaking of flashlights, because I can start bringing in some of my stories. I've had plenty of times where at a night op we'll be in a building, and because my teammates who are maybe not the brightest, flashlights. They're like, "Well, I can't
don't get
see. I got to turn my flashlight on." A flashlight in a room illuminates everything. So not only is he giving a big signal light, literally a signal light, to the enemy team, like, "Hey, there's someone over here." He's exposing himself. He's exposing everybody in the building, essentially. So cool. You killed your team.
Pretty much.
Nice job. That's why I'm just that guy. When it comes to lights, I am the one yelling at someone immediately. And by yelling, I mean whispering loudly. Because that's my other thing is noise.
So just to stay on the topic of flashlights
But-
a little bit longer. So I do have a funny story about flashlights. So we were doing a training exercise for the Army when I was still in, and
You
we
were
all
in the Army?
Shut up. So we all put our red filters on our flashlights because the filters on the flashlights we had you could swap out for different colors. So we put the red filters on our flashlights. Well, I had forgot to buy new batteries. So my batteries were basically dead. So my light worked for a good little while, and then all of a sudden it just died. So I have no way of seeing. All I can see is the very faint red of the dude in front of me and the guy behind me, basically. So we're walking through the woods, and there's this fallen tree in the middle of the path. So we go to climb over that, and they give me a heads up that there's a tree in the path. Well, it was a little bit moist, so there was actually moss on this tree, but they could see it. I couldn't. So when I went to go take a step on it, and as soon as I picked myself up, my foot slipped right off the branch, and I face planted in the dirt in front of me.
Smooth as fast.
Oh, I didn't rush up it. I just picked myself up, and as soon as I lifted all my weight onto it, slipped right off.
Yeah.
So always if I would have had the flashlight, I would have seen that moss there.
Yep.
So make sure you are careful, and always bring a red filter flashlight.
Yes.
Now continue on to noise.
Noise. So, you guys think you're all stealthy, like tiptoeing through the buildings around here. Now think of if the music was off. Think of it, there's no one else shooting around you. Think of it, there's no other sounds. That sound is going to be just the loudest thing you've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the loudest thing you can ever have in an airsoft game is someone taking a step at night.
So believe it or not, at night, ignoring the inside thing, but at night, basically every sound is almost amplified.
Yep.
It's strange how it works. You could be standing in the woods in the middle of the day and just be standing, not making any noise, just listening to stuff and not catch things. But then as soon as all the lights go off, you're catching every tiny little noise because for some reason it's louder.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing goes for you. Every noise that you make is louder. So everything, if you have a Velcro pouch, that's gonna be stupid loud when you go to rip open that Velcro. You go to take a step and you step on a twig. That snap is gonna be the loudest snap you've ever heard.
So, the briefing I would always give my guys before these events was, take everything you know about playing on these fields and don't do any of it. If you're normally like kind of shipped around to kind of keep, a constant gaze over a wide area through a window, don't move. Don't move, especially your feet. Because in this case, you're on a wooden floor with BBs all around.
You're gonna make a lot of noise.
You're making a lot of noise just moving a tiny little bit. Plant your feet, don't move them.
Also, and a lot of you guys that like to run high caps,
No.
guess what? Not only are you loud during the day, but I'm going to tell you right now, you are literally the loudest guy out there if you're running high caps at night. You do the tiniest little shift, all you can hear is like with the tiniest little shift of your body.
Yep.
So if you're going to be doing any night ops, I highly recommend, or just night games in general, I highly recommend running mid caps. Most ops in general require mid caps anyway, so there really shouldn't be anybody running high caps. But if you're messing around in your buddy's backyard in the middle of the night or something like that, I recommend investing in mid caps to cut down on that extra noise.
Someone says, talk quietly, never whisper. I don't know about that. My preference is that I'm running with guys who I know so I don't have to communicate with them. That's not always the case.
A lot of the time you can't really, there will be some situations that you just can't really avoid having to physically say something. So generally speaking, when it's slightly lighter out, so let's say the sun's starting to go down.
Yep.
So you can still kind of see, it's not really all that dark. You can still use hand signals. You don't really have to talk too much. You're cutting down a lot of that noise pollution. But if it gets really, really dark, you're not going to see anything. So even if you do have your nav flashlight, you're not going to see the guy in front of you. So hand signals aren't going to do anything. So sometimes if you need to make sure that your buddies know that you're doing something that they didn't expect you to do, uh, sometimes you have to voice it. So you do want to talk very quietly, slowly. You don't want to get anything fast out. You want it to be nice and smooth, because the more emphasis you put on your words, the easier it's going to be for somebody else to hear it.
I got a question. What about box mags?
Yes, Wyatt. Box mags are literally just like high caps.
Yep. But
Bigger.
the rules of an event might make that unavoidable, so it's kind of...
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
in a case of box mags, you really can't avoid that, but just keep in mind you are going to make a lot of extra noise at night if you do happen to have to run a box mag because you're running some sort of saw. Good question, Wyatt.
Just be like the mannequin. Honestly, I know he's kind of saying that like a joke, but I feel like
No,
when I'm not like moving around, when I'm focusing on being perfectly still, I feel like I can kind of sense a little bit better.
Well, because when you keep yourself perfectly still and you're not focused on trying to move and do this and do that, it's a lot easier for you to be able to focus on everything else. The less you're worried about, the more you can focus on what's in front, or not just what's in front of you. The more you can focus around your hearing, which is going to be your most important part of when you're doing any sort of nighttime ops. And then obviously your sight comes second, because you want to be able to... Sometimes you can see shadow movement if somebody's running through the brush in front of you or something. Or if somebody does happen to turn on a flashlight, you'll be able to see them. So...
Yeah. Someone says, how do you stay quiet if you're only using gas, guns, and grenades? Well, why are you shooting randomly is
Yes.
the question. Like, once you're in the firefight, things change a bit, and we'll
Yes.
get to that later. But we're talking right now mostly
We're
out
talking
on patrol,
pre-firefight.
out of patrol, holding a position. You know, once you've engaged, like, the rules change a lot.
Yes. So when people are actually firing, once you're in an actual firefight, there is no such thing as being quiet anymore. There is no such thing as being stealthy anymore. I don't care how stealthy you think you are. I don't care if you think that just because they know that your buddies are over there, that they don't know that you're right there. Once you start getting shot at, or actually even when you're being stealthy, always assume that they know exactly where you are.
Yep.
Always assume that they know exactly where you are.
I actually have an interesting point to make. At night, in night ops, do not be the average airsofter who will engage any target. Be selective. Be smart. Assume that they know you're there, but they might not. I've been able to sneak around entire teams before. Not even like that stealthily.
So
Just a casual walk.
do not so assume that they know you're there, but do not engage them like they know you're there.
Do not engage unless you need to.
Yes.
Which
my
technically
my
is
rule of thumb,
a rule to live by in general, but
So
airsoft.
the way I usually like to do it is do not engage them until they've taken a shot at you first. Because now what they're doing is they're giving away their position first.
Yep.
You want them to make the mistake. You guys do not make the mistake. So don't fire first unless you absolutely have to. So, but again, once you do start shooting, be as loud as you possibly need to, because now there's no point in being quiet.
Focus on
Because-
winning.
Exactly. Focus on winning. And try to draw them out of whatever they happen to be hiding, or just whatever you need. If you've got grenades, throw
Yep.
grenades in their general direction.
Yeah. So now that we've gotten into the firefight, how about tracers? Tracers are good because you can see where they're going.
But the problem is if you can see them, so can the enemy.
But you know what? I don't really. I mean, I believe that 'cause obviously that's how it works. But honestly, they're a lot harder to see incoming than they are outgoing.
They are, but you can sometimes see the flash from the tracer unit.
You can absolutely see the flash. It's not a sometimes. You can definitely see the flash.
So, especially at night when it's really dark, you can see the flash from the tracer unit. So, if you're on the receiving end of a tracer, you're going to be able to pinpoint exactly where that guy is.
But, and this is the reason why I say, like, I don't really, not that I don't believe that, but I don't, like, subscribe to that philosophy of it. I'm not going to run Tracer because then they'll know where I am. I'm going to run Tracer because then my guys know where I'm shooting.
Exactly. So, usually what I like to do, or what I would tell anybody to do anyway, have only one guy in the squad run a tracer.
Yes.
And that way, he's basically the spotter.
Yeah, I think you're missing another step here. That guy's also going to be your guy with the nods. If you got a guy with nods.
If you have a guy with nods, if he's the only one with nods, then he's the only one running tracers. But
Which is why I grabbed this, actually. Because then he's like, oh, hey, I see movement over there. They're about to engage. You're like, where? We don't see anything. Oh, boom, 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 right there.
so now friendlies all
Fire
know
my
where
tracers.
he's shooting. So now everybody who's on your, you basically tell them, this is where I want you to shoot. Follow my tracers, and now all your guys know exactly where to shoot. So it helps paint targets for your friendlies if they can't see anything.
Yes.
So especially your saw gunner. So your saw gunner is your best friend at night in a situation like that. Because if there is, let's say there is somebody running nods, or even you just know one person knows exactly where the enemy is. If they put a couple tracers, let's say at a building window, your saw gunner can just hammer down in that general direction.
I recommend saws carry a mix.
Yes, I would actually agree with that.
Partly because it helps to know where the suppressing fire is going so you don't walk into it. Also because intimidation factor.
Yes, having a bunch of tracers flying at your face.
Having
is
been on
not
the
fun.
receiving end of that, yeah.
Now, I would also recommend not running green tracers. I
They
recommend
are
running red
super-
tracers.
Right. Yes, run
For the
red.
same reason of running a red filtered flashlight. Yes.
Yes.
You looked at me like I said something wrong.
No, I agree.
Oh.
I literally agreed with you. I said I agreed with you.
Oh. So, and the reason for that is the green tracers, especially if you're running a really good tracer unit like an Ace Tech or an X-Core Tech, or even some of the G&Gs that we have here, they are super, super bright. And yeah, it's great for you to be able to see it, but again, it's going to be easier for the enemy to be able to see the tracer and see where it's coming from.
What I
Where
like
if you
is
run-
the ones that shoot, they use the purple light instead of the blue light.
Yes.
Because it's a little less noticeable.
And then you get something like the red tracers, like the G&G red tracers that we have, which they're not as bright as the green tracers, but you can still see where they are. But it's going to be a little bit harder for the enemy to be able to trace them back to where your position is. Because again, they're not as bright, so they can't see exactly where they're coming from unless they're focusing on the flash from the tracer, if they can see the flash from the tracer.
This is also where some basic fighting tactics come in where, and this is why, again, I feel like they can follow me with the tracers thing doesn't really have much weight, because you should fire a little bit, but then move. Don't stay in one place. Becomes too easy at that point.
Yeah. Never ever, unless you have to physically defend a single point, you should always be moving, especially in a fight.
And when you say single point, you mean a single
A
point.
single point.
A flag,
Yes,
basically.
pretty much. And you can't
Tracer
move.
unit.
Yeah. And you can't move a certain distance away from said objective or whatever. But generally speaking, you should always, always, always be moving.
Or even if it's just like you're up high on some cover, get low. Easy. Just don't be exactly where you were before.
It is human nature that when you see movement, you expect movement to be in the exact same spot. Mm-hmm. So if you play mind games with somebody's head, let's say you pop up high on a piece of cover, their mind is going to instantly assume that they're coming back high, that you're going to come back high on that cover. So if you go low off to the side, it's going to throw them off. Or even if you shift yourself a couple feet off to the right or the left, it's going to throw them off a little bit because now they have to adjust for where you move to. So that's actually a good point that you brought that up too.
Which actually brings back the whole don't move so much thing, which again is generally the right answer, but at night especially. Because human eyes, actually most creatures' eyes, are attuned to movement. So we're going to notice something moving a lot more than not moving.
Especially at night.
Mike wants to know, how useful is the designated marksman at night, barring they have nods and don't run a tracer?
So they don't have nods and they don't have a tracer. Mm-hmm. A marksman is basically useless.
Yeah, they're just carrying a big heavy gun.
Yeah.
Which they're going to have about the same engagement distance as everyone else, which
Pretty
I'll get
much.
into equipment eventually.
Yeah. So really the only when it comes to nighttime, and we're assuming that nobody has nods. We're just assuming that everybody's just running natural vision. So probably the most useless role would be the marksman, because you're relying on the marksman to be able to see out further than the rest of the squad, which is now no longer the case because it's pitch black out there. Nobody can see anything. So it's going to be super difficult for them to even do their job. So they're kind of pointless at that point. They just become another rifleman.
I would say pointless. They
Not pointless.
theoretically could, again, depending on conditions.
Yeah, but
So.
generally speaking, if anybody should have nods, it probably should be the marksman.
That's actually where I would say a sight enhanced night vision, thermal,
Yeah.
whatever sight is where you'd want to go, is if that's your role. Because even in the daytime, as a designated marksman, your eyes are through the sight. That's where your advantage is. That's where your role is. So,
But generally speaking, again, assuming no assisted vision, no flashlight, no tracers, no nothing, you'd become another rifleman at that point.
yep. Which brings me to the next point: stuff like sights.
Yes.
You don't want to run your magnification because it's not going to do you any advantage.
It's going to
No.
give you literally nothing.
And in fact, you don't want to run I wouldn't run a T1, for example. I wouldn't run my T-dot as much as I love it, because it sort of narrows your field of vision just the way it is. I would run something like this totally licensed EOTech. Leotech. Totally licensed Leotech.
All right.
That's what the L stands for, licensed,
Cool. Sweet.
in quotation marks.
All right. Gotcha.
Because it's something that you can have sort of in front of your face and be able to sort of acquire a target as best you can at night.
Now,
So,
so
but the wide sight picture is the important thing.
that's going to be another huge important thing is when you're running, even just when it's daytime out, when you're running a red dot sight, we're going to skip the magnified optics, but if
Those
you're
are
running,
good.
yeah, these are actually really good. So if you're running a red dot sight that usually has a very, very small lens to have to look through, but it's very obtrusive to your vision, even just during the day, it's kind of a pain to aim because it's screwing up with your vision of what's in front of you. So it's even more so at night. So not only is it difficult to see, but now it's clouding up even more of your vision that you already can't see. That's why going with a red dot like these guys here, or even like a fake EOTech, because unless you guys have money for a real EOTech, then I don't think you guys are going to be running real EOs.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it either because they're expensive and they will get shot out and they're not covered.
No.
So
Although hollows are nice.
hollows are really nice.
But
They're
way too expensive
super
for
nice.
airsoft.
Way too expensive for airsoft. I wouldn't spend that much on an optic for airsoft. For a real gun, yeah, but not for airsoft. So, but generally speaking, having a red, especially one that's got an adjustable brightness level. I know some of you guys like to buy the cheaper optics that don't have any brightness adjustments. I highly recommend one that's got an adjustable brightness setting.
Oh, you know what my Leotech actually does have? It's got the night vision button,
Ooh.
which swaps it over to green, which I assume is easier to pick up. I actually don't know why
I'm not
the night
sure.
vision button changes.
Yeah, I don't
but,
actually know.
Something about night vision.
Something to do that. But and the reason why you want to have an adjustable brightness for your dot is, let's say you take this dot and you play when it's super bright outside, and you have it set to, let's say, to brightness number 7, for example, on this guy. Because generally speaking, when it's brighter outside, it's harder for you to see that little red light. So you generally have it a lot brighter. But the opposite is the case at night. If you keep that on 7, that's going to glare up your entire lens, and now you're not going to see anything.
Yep.
So you want to be able to adjust that brightness down to make it a nice, crisp little dot at night, to make it at least a little bit easier for aiming.
I agree. So that was kind of rambly, but I
little bit.
hope we touched on the important stuff.
I guess, I hope.
You can always ask us questions. I mean, we can answer any questions about any sort of situations.
Camo. Black does not help at night.
No.
It actually makes it worse, believe it or not. You still want to use the same camo that you would normally use during the day for whatever vegetation or structures, buildings, or whatnot that you're going to be planning on running the operation in. Because what ends up happening is when you're running black, even at night, you're standing up against, in the middle of the woods, you're standing up against browns, grays, and greens.
Yeah, the idea behind camouflage still exists even at night. It's to break up the human-shaped silhouette. That's the whole idea.
All you're doing when you're wearing all black is you're turning yourself into a giant shadow.
Yep.
So they're still going to be able to make out your silhouette.
So.
Black does not help.
But it looks cool.
It does not help.
Doesn't even look that cool. Anyways, so before we move on to question and answer, Tom,
What?
what happened?
You will have it.
What happened recently that we are now going to talk about?
I had lunch earlier.
Really? What did you have? No, Instagram contest.
Oh, Instagram contest.
Yeah, that
All
one.
right. So we do we do have a winner for the Instagram contest. So as far as the scores, before we get to the actual winner,
Oh yes, I have scores.
the scores. So I was actually not in last place like some people thought I was going to be.
You got one vote.
I did get.
You got
I only
all
got
of one vote.
I only got one vote. I am really upset at everybody else.
So
I did not do that bad.
So most of the votes went to Chuckles and I, which thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I know it's kind of funny when you think about it. Cloud, you got a couple. You got like 3 or 4. You got one. So just so you know the scores, Chuckles and I actually did the exact same. We got 73, which is why it's funny that we got most of the votes because we are at the end there. You got an 80.
83, I think it was. 82 or 83.
I think it's 82. You got an 82,
82.
putting you in second place. I just realized it's kind of also funny because the only people who shot the pistols before they did the contest were also Chuckles and I. That was the first time you shot that pistol.
Yeah, actually.
And it was the first time Cloudy shot that pistol. Cloudy, of course, is the winner because, of course, he is.
Shocker.
Cloudy shooting pistols is a little bit like it's just cheating.
Basically.
So-
We basically gave him the advantage. So, Cloudy did win that. What was the score again?
97 out of 100.
97 out of 100, which is a lot. He actually did really well.
According to
Which
him,
means-
he did not bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
I feel like I did not bad.
I feel like I did not bad.
So, now, with that being said, that means that the winner of the competition actually comes from Instagram again. All 3 winners of the competition so far have all been from Instagram.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes.
Facebook, you need to pick it up, Facebook.
Come on, guys.
You need to pick it up, Facebook.
You could win this.
I'm upset with you guys. Anyway, so the winner of the Instagram contest, he guessed. What did he guess?
He guessed Cloudy 98.
Cloudy 98. It is.
We actually had another person vote Cloudy 98, but they were a little too late.
All right. So
I just want to get
unfortunately,
ahead
they were
of
a little
that
bit too
now.
late. So, but the winner on Instagram is JD Messina. Your profile picture is of a white Subaru named Yuki.
I assume that's just them.
Is that
The winner is a Subaru.
Oh, all right. So the winner is a Subaru apparently.
Yeah.
So, but congratulations, you did guess the closest without you did guess the closest first before anybody else was able to get closest. Nobody guessed the exact amount, so JD Bassina gets it. So we'll go ahead and we'll send you instructions to your Instagram on how to come ahead and we did admissions for this one, right?
3 admissions.
We
yes.
did. So we'll go ahead and send you instructions through your Instagram on how to redeem for your 3 free admissions.
Yes.
For future competitions, make sure you guys are staying tuned for Instagram and Facebook. For Instagram and Facebook? To Instagram and Facebook.
Nice.
Thank you. Make sure you guys are staying tuned to Instagram and Facebook, where every Friday we post a new competition. So every Friday you guys have a chance to win something. Now, the prize is going to be different every week, and the competition is going to be different every week. But make sure you guys are staying tuned for all of that. And
I gotta check something. Keep talking.
so definitely check all that stuff out.
Squirrel claims that he said 96 earlier. I'm just gonna go verify.
Okay.
We'll see about this.
Okay.
I'm not so sure.
So, but again, we will be posting another competition this Friday. We also do have the next bundle of email coupons. So coming up on Friday, you guys will be getting another email as long as you subscribe to us on our email list on our
actually, no.
website.
Wait, why does it say 1 hour? I'm so confused. Instagram, you make no sense.
No, Instagram does not make any sense.
It says it was an hour ago? Like, do you see that?
Yeah, that's an hour ago.
Is that an hour?
Just
Okay.
like that one's an hour ago. And that one, what?
Well, technically,
Yeah.
he would have won then because he got it right. Maybe Ronnie did win. And for some reason, I just didn't. You know why I didn't see this? Because I checked before an hour ago.
Ah. So technically, we had our winner before.
We did choose. I gotta figure out what we gotta do about that.
Yes, we're gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, so again, if you guys want to take advantage of the coupons that we do every week, you do have to go to our website, subscribe to our email list, and every week we do 2 email-specific coupons and then 1 sale that's good for everybody. So you don't necessarily have to have a coupon to redeem the 3rd specific sale for that particular week. So make sure you guys are going to our website, subscribing to that. Again, we have some pretty cool sales that we've had. Like one that you guys missed was the micro gun. It was $125 off the micro gun. We also had a bunch of the guns on the wall that were, I think they were like 25% off. We have, I think this one's still live for only the people that did get the email for it, but we did end up doing one for buy 2 get 1 free smoke grenades.
Yes.
Make sure you guys, if you want to take advantage of a bunch of really cool upcoming sales, make sure you subscribe to our email list. That's the only way that you're going to be able to take advantage of that stuff. All right? Say something.
They're just talking about the prize in the chat. They're saying, Squirrel saying we should split the prize. I think we do need to set an entry deadline. That is true. We're still kind of figuring this out a little bit. Do you want to say Ronnie won? What do you think? Do you want to think about this now, or he did get it?
He did
get it before we announced it too.
Yeah. Well, he wins.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll give it to
Ronnie
Ronnie then.
wins. Congratulations, Ronnie.
We're not going to split the prize. We're going to contact Ronnie,
Yes.
see what he wants to do with the prize, because it is his technically.
Yes.
So it's not our place to claim that we're going to split the prize. That's not how it works.
It's his prize to do with what
Yeah.
he wants.
All right, cool. So question and answer
All
time.
right, question and answer time.
The first question we got, which I still don't quite understand. Gun? It was a question.
We've got a few of them.
Yes, gun. Yes.
Yeah.
Then the next question we had was, can I use a vector for it?
For what?
Can they use a vector for it?
Depends on what you're using a vector for.
All right, cool. Then the third, these are actually all from the same person, I think. The third question is, how much is it?
How much is what? I'm assuming they're talking about the RK-74.
Possibly.
If they are talking about the RK-74, it is $339.99.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate you.
Why would people think that the prize was a pistol? We said admission.
No, we said it was. Yeah, we said it was
Whatever.
admission.
Um,
You guys are not paying attention. Pay attention to the videos. Speaking of videos, we will actually be posting the actual results.
oh yeah,
of the
we will.
competition.
We actually have a full video for this one.
Yes. So it's not going to be posted on Instagram or
For QB, that I don't.
So we will not. We won't be posting it onto Instagram and Facebook this time. We're going to be posting it on YouTube. It's actually a little bit longer of a video, and it's actually got a pretty cool format.
Yeah, I
that,
like it.
This guy ended up half-assing a little bit.
A little
Almost.
bit. So the question is, can they use a vector for CQB night? And the answer is, why not? Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you be able to do that? Like, we don't.
You have to have mid caps for it, but yeah,
Someone's asking who won. Ronnie won.
Ronnie won.
It never said pistol. It had a picture of a pistol.
Yeah, what?
It said,
Show us or tell us where it said that you guys were getting a pistol.
how much is that Elite Force Tri-Shot? Oh, you mean this Elite Force Tri-Shot that I'm going to pretend I'm holding and then run away to go actually hold? This one right here.
$99.99 for the Elite Force Tri-Shot. the Tactical Force Tri-Shot.
Oh, wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Comes with 7 shells. Comes with the shell caddy. And it's actually made of a pretty good external material. Like, this thing feels like it can actually take a beating.
But wait, there's still more.
Yeah, but we're not 100% sure if you can. You might be able to.
You might be able to put a stock on this. Oh, I thought you were going to say it.
And I already know the question. I already know one question that we are going to get about it. No, it does not come in anything other than the black and tan. Yet, they might do something, maybe, possibly, of other colors. But as of right now, it's just black and tan.
In hindsight, that should have been a spotlight.
It should have been, but we had already agreed that we were going to do this yesterday. So
Countdown box said pistol reveal. No, it said pistol contest reveal. It was a pistol shooting contest. I think he thinks we're going to give away a CZ Shadow too.
Absolutely not.
Nope, we never said that. Where the numbers are going? What? That's a countdown.
Yeah, it was just a countdown until we revealed the winner.
All right, so how much for CQB night?
Same price that we normally do our Saturday night specials.
Which is $25.
Yeah, 25.
50 if you pay for the whole day. So you actually save $5 buying the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but there weren't a lot of questions today.
No, I'm kind of surprised. You guys are slacking on the questions.
That's okay because we went long with the.
We did. Yeah, we did kind of go a little bit long with
The night
topic. I feel
Said
like I'm ready.
countdown for pistol reveal. The pistol was already revealed. It's a CZ Shadow too. It says
Yeah.
it right at the whatever. You don't have to feel dumb. That's more on me, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I guess I didn't make it super clear. Tom,
What are you looking at me for?
thinking that we're giving away a pistol. Tom, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so there's just a couple little quick announcements. Just a couple quick little reminders. Thank you. A couple quick little reminders. Hello, William Hicks.
Wow, that actually is almost as long.
You're a little bit late. We're just about to wrap up here. But so we do have our CQB night coming up on the 22nd. So make sure if you guys want to keep doing CQB nights, make sure you guys are actually showing up for it. If you guys don't show up for it, we won't do it anymore because there's no point in us doing it.
What type of shorter barrels we got?
What type of shorter barrels?
That's what it says.
Inner or outer? Or rifles that come with shorter barrels?
Ooh. HPA or SSG? Definitely not SSG.
HPA.
If those are the only two options.
Yeah.
Yes.
If those are the only two options, I would do HPA.
Yep.
Mainly because SSGs kind of have to be done right.
Yep. And I feel like the theoretical benefit is not really worth it.
I feel like you're better off with HPA.
What do you mean? Where's Cloudy? Cloudy's in the chat.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's right. He just said it's shoot gun because it is shoot gun. It's just Springer shoot gun.
Yes.
It's not the original shoot gun.
Yes.
Have you seen the original shoot gun? It's blue now.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that actually.
We'll have Squirrel send you a picture.
Ooh. Yes, Squirrel, send me pictures. So, but again, CQB night coming up on the 22nd, and then the following weekend, the following Sunday, or the following Saturday, we don't have anything going on.
Yeah, but the following Sunday.
The following Sunday, the reason why we don't have anything going on the following Saturday, this guy right here that has backwards text for some reason.
Because that's just the way the camera works.
Oh, we have The Great Heist.
Yeet.
Yeehaw GTA. Grand Theft Equine. I love that one. So that's coming up June 30th. I need to learn how to speak English. June 30th, that will be coming up. It's going to be awesome. There are going to be raffles, prizes, snapper raffles. There are going to be raffles. There are going to be prizes. There's going to be a costume contest if enough people show up in costume. You don't have to
No.
show up in costume.
If only one person shows up in costume, they win, by definition.
So, costume contest. There's going to be dedicated gaming that's going to be themed around the event. It's going to be super awesome. It is $45 for admission, an extra $20 if you need to rent. Also, if you pre-register, you're going to save yourself $5.
$10.
I was getting to that.
No, you weren't.
I was getting to that. But wait, there's more. You also get a free event patch if you pre-register, which is a $5 patch, which means you're technically saving $10 by pre-registering. So make sure you guys pre-register. Also, lunch is free.
Whoa, free lunch.
Free lunch. I'm excited. That's the part that I'm the most excited about, actually.
You always are.
I know. But you do get free lunch, whether you pre-register or not. Free lunch is included for everybody. So, but again, make sure you guys are checking that out. Pre-register, 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 pre-register.
Should I pre-register?
Pre-register.
All right.
All right. So that's going to be awesome. Also, since I took the op from you, I'll let you re-go over camp. I took the op from you, though.
I'm like trying to follow what's going on in the chat. It doesn't make, like, I'm sure they think they know what they're talking about, but I think I know what they're talking about, and I don't think they know what they're talking about. That makes sense. Airsoft Summer Camp. For anyone ages 10 to 16.
Ooh. I'm not of those ages.
Neither am I, but I'm going to be there anyways.
Oh, so will I.
Whoa. The Airsoft Camp is $175 a week. Meal tickets and rentals are available.
Why are you talking to me?
Because you need to know these things, Tom.
Oh.
Don't you want to learn how to be good at Airsoft? I know you do, so you should go to the camp.
I should, shouldn't I?
Yes, you can learn to be good at the Airsoft.
Who's teaching it?
Some guy.
I hate you so much.
We have 3 sessions, July 8th through the 12th, July 15th through the 19th, and July 22nd to the 26th. Tom.
I'm going to be busy those days.
Oh.
I gotta work.
Ah.
I gotta teach some airsoft camp.
Oh, that's terrible. How about Nerf Camp? Do you think you can make that? It's not the same. It's the same day at the same time.
I can't make the airsoft camp, but I do know that Chuckles can make the airsoft camp.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Hello, Columbia. Hi from America.
Should I spend $20 on parts or come play Saturday?
What?
William Hicks is asking, should I spend $200 on parts or come play Saturday?
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's up
Yeah,
to you.
it's your money.
So this Modern Guns in a Wild West theme.
Since there aren't very many Wild West themed guns out there, and none of our ops we really require
Yeah,
you
we
to
don't
dress in
require
costume
anything,
and
no.
guns. You can run whatever guns you want.
Now that being said, we do have some smoke wagons in stock.
We do.
We do have the extra shells for the smoke wagons in stock.
We do.
I will not be running those. I'll be running something a little bit different.
Will you?
Yes,
I know exactly what you're running.
the TAC 6.
An RPG.
Yes. But knowing me, I'm going to be out there with like a Final Fantasy game, just like, is the bad one. You know which one it is. 7. Anyway.
I love 7. What do you mean 7's the bad one? All right, we're not getting into this on the stream.
Someone says they are too tall for airsoft. They got shot in the nose.
What?
I'm probably taller than you are, and I don't get shot in the nose.
I'm confused.
I'm too tall for airsoft. It seems got shot in the nose. That's exactly what it says.
What would being tall have to do with getting shot in the nose?
Nothing. Now, there is something that happens when you're over 6 feet tall and you're playing at a place where the tallest barrier is like 5'8" or something. That gets tough. Because you want to stand up.
See, I'm
It's
super
like,
short
yeah.
and I've been shot in the nose. Your height has nothing to do with being shot in the nose. Please elaborate on that. I'm kind of. Well, we really don't have.
No,
time.
we don't have time.
That's weird. I gotta think about that one. Anyway, it's been wonderful, guys. I don't know why I did this. It's been wonderful. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week, where we will actually have a special guest. We are actually going to have Mr. Scott Sersosimo here in the third seat, and he's going to the bunker op this weekend.
Now, who is this Mr. Shisasamo?
He is actually the leader of the house sponsor team, the Rycon Reapers.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
I've met him before.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Does he go sign my helmet? What do people sign? What do people have airsofters sign?
Can you sign my baby's forehead? So
quick, where do I get a baby? Where do I steal one from?
So
Is
he
there
will be
a
here
store,
in
perhaps?
the third seat. So he's going to be our special guest for next week. So we're going to have him go over. We're going to do a little AAR of the bunker op. He's going to go over what his experience was there, and maybe even just kind of shed just some general overall experience that he's gotten from just overall playing for however many years. He's been playing for a while now. But we'll have him, and we're going to try to have these guests on fairly regularly. We're going to try to, depending on availability, obviously. But if you guys want a little bit different of a format, definitely tune in next week. That's going to be a little different. It's going to be our first special guest that we're going to have, first non-employee, I should say, that we've had on the recent podcasts, I should say.
The new and improved podcast.
The new and improved podcast. So definitely make sure you tune into that. It's been No Name.
Hit me decoy. Cloudy's somewhere.
He's somewhere out there. Have an extremely wonderful night.
I hate you.
No, you don't.